Hey, what's going on guys, Luis here, and this is the Samsung Galaxy S6. This officially begins my full coverage on this phone, and my full review is in the works, but in the meantime, I thought we would take a closer look at the camera and see how it performs. There's been a ton of praise and a ton of hype around it, so today we're going to be testing the video and photo capabilities on both the front and the rear facing cameras on the GS6. If you want to stay tuned for that full review and more videos coming up on the Galaxy S6, make sure to subscribe down below, but without any further ado, let's go ahead and do this. So now I'm in my backyard. As you can tell, it's a little bit windy and a little bit cold here in Ohio, but we're using the front-facing camera on the Galaxy S6 to record this, and as you can tell, the quality looks pretty nice. It's a little bit shaky, not the worst in the world though, but I think the main attraction of this camera would be the super wide angle lens that you can use to fit all of your friends in one frame, and you can use to take selfies or self-portraits and fit all of your family members into one single shot. So overall, I'm really loving this camera. You're also hearing the microphone from this phone, and as you can tell, it's a pretty good mic for what it is. So if you're going to use this for vlogging, it's going to be a great camera. So yeah, I'm impressed with this front-facing camera. So let's go ahead and switch it to the rear-facing camera on the Galaxy S6. The camera interface is pretty simple for the most part. You've got the shutter button in the right hand side along with the record and the switch buttons. You've also got different modes there that you can access, like slow motion and panorama, but I will cover those in full detail on my review. Now on the left hand side you can access different effects, turn on the flash, HDR, timer, and change a few settings like the picture and video size. Now one of the most interesting features about this camera is the Pro mode, which gives you a lot of manual controls like ISO, white balance, and focus. But for the most part, I actually found myself using the auto mode a lot more. Now, when it comes to picture performance, the Galaxy S6 really shines. There's quite a bit of detail in every photo, especially in those where the subject is really close to the lens. Now, thanks to its f1.9 aperture, the overall depth of field was pretty impressive, and the auto exposure seemed to do pretty well in most situations. Now, these pictures really stand out, especially if you're looking at them directly from the phone's Quad HD display. The colors are saturated and vibrant, and the contrast was always spot on. 60 megapixels gives you a lot of room to crop in and still get a ton of detail in the picture, and the focus was another thing that I really liked. This camera seemed to do an excellent job in focusing where you really want to focus in a very short period of time. In low light situations, again, this camera performs excellent with very minimal noise and accurate contrast. This video is being shot at 1080p, but the GS6 is actually capable of shooting up to Quad HD video, at least in my variant. Here I forgot to turn on the video stabilization, so it might seem a little bit shaky, but not bad at all, and as you can tell, everything looks sharp and vibrant. The quality is incredible. When I think about the fact that this video was shot with a smartphone, it really blows my mind. Now when you zoom in is when you really start to appreciate the detail on this camera, and I was pretty impressed with the macro capability on the shooter. Again, really sharp and really saturated results is what you're getting out of this camera. So at the end of the day, I am impressed. The amount of sharpness and detail coming out of the photos and videos of the Galaxy S6 is right down impressive. This is turning out to be one of the best camera performers, if not the best of the year. There will actually be one more video where I'm comparing the camera on the GS6 to a DSLR, so if you don't want to miss that, definitely make sure to stay tuned. But as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.